Hey. Hey, I've been chatting with a guy online on the Discord server, and he annoyed me so much that I left the server we were in. Um, he kept telling me that my lifetime target of 300 kilos on a deadlift is unachievable for me, that he thinks it's very, very unlikely. And I just realized that that kind of negativity is garbage. It's horrible, and it's going to keep you down. Why should you believe that you can't do it? And I'd also like to go into the specifics of that, because this guy is 17 years old, and he's a genetic anomaly. He can already deadlift 265 kilos. He's been lifting for 3 years, as have I, although he's probably known how to program a routine and had a more well-balanced routine from earlier on, so he's got that advantage on me too. And he's saying that, oh, that's just not gonna happen, because he said your deadlift is 100 kilo behind mine, and then I corrected him and said 85, and he said at any rate, you're not gonna, that's a huge thing, I think, why not? Does he not realize that he can add another 100 kilo or another 85 kilo to his deadlift? Does he not realize that he can get to about 800 pounds or close to it? Why does he think that nobody can do better than like a 550 deadlift in pounds? That'd be maybe 250 kilos. Why can't you? A lot of people on YouTube have done it, and sure, you might think, oh, well, these are the elite ones and whatnot, but it's not just about genetics. Hardly anyone is actually at the brink, at the edge of their genetics. I'm not claiming that 300 kilo is going to be like his 265. Obviously not. That's a lot. That was a lot easier for him to achieve than 300 would be for me. This is my lifetime goal, deadlift wise. And when you think about strength, you need to realize, and a lot of people don't know this, that yes, it's true that most of your muscle is formed in the first 5 years of your training, but you do still make noticeable in numbers, noticeable muscle gains for the 5 years after that, for a total of 10 years, if not longer. So it never really stops. But most importantly, muscle gains doesn't mean strength gains. You can keep making strength gains without getting bigger, especially as you get as you've already developed most of your muscle. Then it's going to be about neurological efficiency, which means you get good at activating your nervous system and using it more efficiently in order to in order to perform well, in order to lift this or that, especially specific movements. So it's perfectly reasonable for me to say that, okay, when will I achieve a 300 kilo deadlift? Well, alright, I'll probably be at about 210 to 220 2 years from now. And then maybe I'll add 10, 15, so maybe a bit more kilos per year after that. And that'll give me 7, 8 years after I've already made, I'm going to call it about 90% of my potential muscle gains. But even so, it might be more like 85%, honestly. So I'm going to get that 300 kilo deadlift, and if you want it too, unless you're really disadvantaged for it, or you're already There are very few reasons why you couldn't do it, as a man anyway. And whatever high goals you have, I know they're not born out of egotism or narcissism. I know they're born out of a genuine passion to achieve something amazing. You know, everyone said that Eddie Hall would never be able to do 500, and then afterwards people were like, "Oh, no, I never said that." But any, but you know, you prove them all wrong, and you can too. I'm gonna prove them all wrong. Right? There's no reason you can't do it. You can do it. You're gonna be able to achieve your goals. Maybe you're a woman and your goal is to deadlift 200 kilo. That's possible. That's gonna be a big accomplishment. But why? Who says you can't achieve something big? That's what we're put on this planet for. Achieving things, doing big things, not just being mediocre. We're not destined to be mediocre. So never give up. You can do so much without needing to resort to drugs or cheating. You're capable of so much more than you realize. Like Big Z said, the human body have no limits. The only limits are on the mind. And that's true. In fact, the funny part about that is that the mind is one and the same as the nervous system. The nervous system is the brain's connection to the body. That's how it controls the body. And it's made of the same neurons as are in the brain. So it really is on the mind, or in the mind. It's all in your head. You think you can't deadlift 300 kilo, you think you can't squat 250 or whatever you want to do, you think you can't, you become a 4-minute mile runner, you think you can't become a champion mountain biker, you think you can't become an Olympic skier. There's no reason. It's all in your head. It's all in your head. You can do it, and you're gonna do it. Just keep going. No matter how many bad days you have, how many mistakes you make, it doesn't matter. As long as you're still here, as long as you're still grinding, as long as you're still working, never tell yourself you can't do it. Because that's a self-fulfilling prophecy. You can do so much. Thank you for your time.